Got himself a minibus to turn it into a house. Come along for the ride, it will be an adventure. Cause he's not sure yet how to turn a minibus into a house. Once more underneath. So that there is the first coat of Vactan rust converter that I put on there. And it's got a lovely purple colour. And apparently I let this dry and then add another layer and then paint on top. I've already started putting the second coat on that there. All of that there, that's just gonna be what will be. Prop shaft there, a bit rusty, but great. Okay, onwards and upwards. Right, that's one coat on. I've not bothered with these cross members of the chassis. Oh, sugar, nearly went. Because, frankly, I don't have the time. So, in the meantime, before I can paint that, I've started taking the plywood off the walls here. And there's a lot more rust on these steels. But I know how to deal with rust now, so I'm going to brush all that back, coat it and paint over it. But I'm trying to work out why it's rusted. Yo, so I've been kicking around in the summertime in a big van with my best lady, smoking a hay and papers and hay is really good weed. Just drinking and singing the whole summer long with love and a whole lack of greed. Just like Rapper, the rapper presenting a cracker and excite you and make you believe. Every syllable dropped in with the verbal dexterity of a man like Clayton B. Maybe simile without substance, like a squirrel who's just burned his favourite Nikes. In the summertime, when the living is easy, fish are jumping and the car is high. I thought all these polystyrene bits were like glued in real tight, so I didn't want to try and take them out and get a polystyrene mess everywhere, because I thought I might just try and keep them and use them as insulation. Then at the end of the day, after very carefully trying to grind back the rust around them as best I could, I discovered they just come out. So now I'm going to take them all out, mark them first obviously, so that I can get to all the other rust that's in there as well, and then I can put them back in. Rust, mostly about rust. So it's been 5 weeks today since I bought the van, and I am this far through. But I'm enjoying myself. It's nice to have purpose. I'm going to take these aluminium seat runners and try and weigh them in for some scrap, see if I can make a few pennies off them. But they're all a little bit long, because the vehicle I've got to take them is a tiny little Golf. And some of these are about 4 meters long. So I'm going to cut them up, chuck them in the back of the Golf, get it down the scrap merchants. Ooh. I see my chassis and I want to paint it black. It's just my chassis, so I'm going to paint it black. This is the last of the dealing with the rust on the chassis bit, and then I can move on. We can all move on together as a team. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, if we all got together as a team? I feel incredibly fortunate. And it's nice to have a sense of purpose, because that kind of dissipated a lot last year, what with the whole corona lockdown virus pandemia. Previously I've had a great sense of purpose when doing various stage shows and other tours and such like. Especially with a company called Odd Socks Productions. Do check them out if you get a chance. Andy and Ellie, husband and wife team that started the company 30 years ago. A company that I've toured with myself 13 times now, I think. Invisible, for any fans out there. But yes, one of the best places I've ever been in my life is on an Odd Socks stage. fantastic audiences. Great tour. They're going out again this summer, I believe, doing Comedy of Errors, which is the first show I ever did with Odd Socks in 2007. James Cleven's here, my boob. Time flies when you're inebriated, I suppose. Anyway, I digress. And that is what a load of aluminium seat runners chopped up into bits and thrown in the back of a tiny Golf looks like. To the scrap merchants! Wheel arch mudguards have arrived, so that's nice. That'll probably do for this week. Next week I'll be hoping to put the floor in with phenolic ply, which is new to me, but seems to be the thing to use. Also, guess how much money I made weighing in that aluminium? Answers in the comments. Competition time! Also, feel free to subscribe and share if you like to. I don't particularly like saying that, but apparently you're 18% more likely to do it if I say it. And I just made that statistic up. But it's plausible, isn't it? So, you know, share it, subscribe it, what have you. And have a lovely day. And I'll see you all next week. Goodbye. Got himself a minibus to turn it into a house. Come along for the ride, it will be an adventure. 'Cause he's not sure yet how to turn a minibus into a house.